Welcome to my channel. Today we're going to talk about the 3 supplements that everybody should be on. Regardless of your health status, if you have an underlying condition, these are the 3 supplements that are safe for almost everybody to take. So the first thing we're going to talk about today is probiotics. So probiotics have become pretty mainstream, but there are really important reasons that we should be taking probiotics. First of all, our gut health. So if our gut bugs are happy, then the rest of our body is happy. Essentially, our gut bugs determine the neurotransmitters that are made for our brain. So people with underlying mental health issues, anxiety and depression can actually really benefit from incorporating a daily probiotic into their regime. Probiotics actually aid in improving our immune system. Our gut health is dependent on the health of our gut bugs. So by introducing products like probiotics, we introduce good gut bacteria, which actually stimulates our immune cells to work faster, harder, and better. Recent research actually shows that our gut bugs not only contribute to our overall well-being and health, they actually determine our weight. So people who have bad intestinal bacteria or bad gut bugs have actually scientifically been proven to be more prone to obesity. So now more than ever, it's really important that not only for our mental health, but for our physical well-being, that we incorporate daily probiotics to make sure that we can easily maintain a healthy weight. I always recommend that most people take a daily probiotic of good quality. So they are not all created equal. So oftentimes shelf-stable probiotics, or what you would find outside of the refrigerated section at the grocery store, is not always our best bet. But having said that, there are some companies that have shelf-stable varieties that are very good. You'll find them pictured beside me. So it's always best to choose a third-party tested probiotic. The reason being is because that company has chosen a third-party lab to test the efficacy and the purity and potency of that particular probiotic, which means what it says on the package is actually guaranteed within the product, which a lot of other supplement brands actually don't guarantee whatsoever, and they contain sometimes products that are not good for us, and also a lot of fillers like baking soda and baking powders. So what I would recommend is that you rotate probiotics. Every 8 to 12 weeks, I would always encourage you to change brands. The reason being is because each brand contains its own strains of probiotic cultures. So the more strains we have, the stronger we are. So the more good gut bugs, the healthier we are, which means rotating our probiotics is essential. I would also encourage you to read the strains that are present in each probiotic that you choose. The more strains, the more potent and the more efficacy that you have within that single product. The second item that I recommend that everybody take is a daily multivitamin. The reason being is because it covers all of our bases. It makes sure that we have all the vitamins needed, as well as the minerals and the cofactors for all our metabolic processing. So every multivitamin also contains B-complex vitamins. B-complex vitamins help us from daily metabolic processes, carbohydrate digestion, glucose monitoring, glucose metabolism, as well as insulin production in the body. So all of those are very important, but they also aid in our mental health. So B-complex is supportive of proper mental health functioning as well as cognitive function. So they can actually make us sharper mentally. B vitamins also contribute to healthy overall energy production. So if we're feeling like we don't have a lot of energy, sometimes it's a B complex, and it's as easy as incorporating a daily multivitamin into our regime. Multivitamins also contain something called ACEs. ACEs are vitamin A, C, E, and selenium. Our ACEs are the most powerful antioxidants that we can put inside the human body. So everyone has heard about free radicals and antioxidant damage. Essentially what that equates to is the more free radicals we have, the more our cancer risk increases. So every multivitamin will also contain an ACEs formula, which will help protect us against free radical damage and thus increasing our resiliency against cancer. Every multivitamin also contains important cofactors, as I alluded to earlier. Cofactors basically allow us to properly absorb and utilize vitamins and minerals within inside the body. These cofactors are really important to thyroid health as well as hormonal balance. So as you can see, multivitamins kind of make sure that we have I'm just going to start that again. It's not kind of, and it's not like. So multivitamins will contain all these important cofactors that help with hormone regulation as well as thyroid health. So as you can see, it's important for almost every human on planet Earth to have all the essential vitamins and minerals as well as the cofactors present so that we can be healthy overall. So with regards to multivitamins, it is important in a lot of cases to choose a whole food supplement. So just like probiotics, we are not all created equal when it comes to our vitamin choices. A whole food supplement means that the vitamins and minerals, as well as the cofactors that we talked about, actually come from a whole food source. They're not created synthetically within a lab. When we create vitamins and minerals inside a lab, we change how they interact within the human body. So for me personally, I always recommend that all my clients use a whole food source as their best choice. So the last thing I'm going to talk about today is the third most important, or the first most important, depending on who you talk to, is an omega-3 supplement. So there's a lot of products on the market right now that have omega oils inside them. Omega-3 is the most important overall in all of our oils that we want to take. Omega-6 is very available in most of the foods that everyone consumes. Omega-6 oils are found almost every animal product, nut, and seed that you can purchase or consume, which means omega-3 is often kind of the odd man out if you don't consume a lot of fish. So fish, as well as chia seeds and some walnuts, as well as avocado, will contain omega-3 oil. Omega-3s help reduce inflammation within the body. Why do we care about inflammation inside the body? So inflammation is actually what we can think of as the breeding ground for disease. So anytime there's inflammation, it means that the tissue is not performing its function properly. So the longer we stay in an inflamed state, the more we open the door to a disease process entering. So omega-3 oils not only help with our immune system and our brain health, they also help to increase our transit time. So what does this mean? It means that it helps us move our food through our digestive tract faster. This is a big deal for a lot of people. Constipation is a daily issue for many North Americans. The problem arises when our poo sits too long inside our colon. Essentially what this does is it allows the poo to actually ferment, but also release toxins back into our body, which means that we're overburdening our detoxification pathways through our skin, through our liver, as well as even our respiratory tract. So all these become overburdened, which can really bog down our overall health, reducing our energy and even contributing to acne. So my last point about omegas is actually our skin health. So omega-3 actually contributes significantly to the health of our skin. If we have an omega-3 deficiency, oftentimes our hair, skin, and nails really suffers. You can end up with psoriasis, eczema, and even acne as a result of not having enough omega-3. So if the inside of you is not enough incentive to take an omega-3 supplement, perhaps the outside of us is. So to conclude our conversation about omegas, I would also like to say that it's very important that you choose an omega-3 supplement that comes from a small fish source. The larger the fish, the more contamination that they actually hold inside their body. So unfortunately, we know that our oceans have become not only our breadbasket, but they've become our toilet. So we pollute our oceans quite readily. So the larger the fish, the more toxin they're actually able to hold within their cells. So when you choose an omega-3 supplement that comes from small fish, like krill, mackerel, you choose a product that it has less contamination. So there we're not contaminating our own body by taking a supplement. So this concludes today's video. So to recap, the 3 supplements that I recommend everybody take: an omega-3 supplement, a whole foods based vitamin, as well as a probiotic. So if you guys like today's content, please give this video a thumbs up. And if you'd like to hear more about these topics or similar topics, please subscribe. If you guys have any questions or you have suggestions for future topics that you'd like to hear about, please comment below and I'll do my best to reply. See you in the next video.